Hello, and welcome to day 15 of the In Her Image podcast, where we continue exploring the character traits of the Proverbs 31 woman. Today, we're focusing on a key principle that the Proverbs 31 woman exemplifies: approaching every task with skill and dignity. Whether we're performing a large, impactful task or one that feels small and mundane, it's how we approach that work that truly matters. Today, we'll explore Proverbs 31:19 and how it challenges us to bring excellence and intentionality to everything we do. It reads, "In her hand she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers." This simple image of the Proverbs 31 woman at work is filled with meaning. It shows her dedication and craftsmanship, making every task she performs an act of purpose. In this verse, we see a woman who works diligently and with intention. She holds the distaff and spindle, tools used for spinning wool and flax into thread. These tools were not only essential for creating clothing, but required skill, patience, and precision. The Proverbs 31 woman's ability to use these tools effectively highlights her craftsmanship. She doesn't shy away from hard work or simple tasks. She approaches each one with dignity, seeing it as an opportunity to serve her family and community. This verse invites us to reflect on how we approach our own work, no matter how big or small. Today, our distaff and spindle might look different. Maybe it's a computer, a notebook, a cooking utensil, or a whiteboard, but the principle is the same. Whether we're managing our home, doing creative work, or serving in our communities, we're called to approach it with skill and dignity. The Proverbs 31 woman teaches us that the value of a task isn't determined by its scale, but by the heart with which we do it. It's easy to get caught up with the fast pace of life and dismiss the smaller tasks as less important. However, when we approach every responsibility, no matter how routine, with care, we not only honor the task itself, but also the people we serve. True fulfillment comes not just from completing tasks, but from doing them with purpose, love, and excellence. In a world where we're constantly juggling responsibilities, this verse is a gentle reminder to slow down and bring our best to each task. Whether at home, at work, or our personal life, when we do things with skill and dignity, we transform the ordinary into extraordinary. God, as our creator, is the ultimate example of skill and dignity. From the vastness of the universe to the smallest details of creation, every aspect of God's work is marked by intentionality, care, and excellence. He didn't rush through his work. Each day of creation, he took the time to ensure it was good. And when he completed it, he declared it very good. Just as God crafted the world with care, we are called to approach our work with the same commitment and excellence. Our tasks, no matter how small, reflect our heart and our values. When we approach our work with skill and dignity, we reflect God's creativity and commitment to bringing beauty and order into the world. To live in her image means to honor every responsibility as an opportunity to reflect God's excellence. By embracing our tasks with intentionality, we contribute to his work in the world, bringing light, joy, and order to all those around us. Whether you're working at home, in your career, or serving others, every task is an opportunity to reflect the skill, creativity, and care that God demonstrated in his creation. Today's reflection question is, how can embracing dignity in your work change your perspective on routine tasks? As you reflect on today's devotional, I want to encourage you to think about how you approach your daily tasks. What tasks do you often overlook or rush through? Today, choose one responsibility, no matter how small, and approach it with skill, dignity, and care. Whether it's completing a project at work, cleaning your home, or spending time with a loved one, take the time to focus on doing it well and with a heart of service. When we embrace our work with dignity and skill, we honor not just the task, but the person we serve. We make our efforts meaningful, and we reflect God's heart in everything we do. Thank you for joining me today for the day 15 of the In Her Image devotional. I hope today's episode has inspired you to approach every task, big or small, with skill and dignity. Remember, it's not about the size of the task, but the heart we put into it. When we honor our responsibilities with excellence, we make an impact on those around us. If you've found today's devotional helpful, please make sure to share it with one of your friends and give us a like. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe, because that's the best way to stay up to date when we upload a new devotional. Also, leave us a review because it's a great way to help support the podcast. I'd love to continue this conversation, so make sure to reach out to me on social media or leave a comment below. All my contact information can be found in the show notes. I'll see you tomorrow.